Hello everyone, we're back. And we're doing this. This is a new little addition to the stream that I hadn't intended on adding earlier, but thanks to Brendan Smith posting on the BioMedia Project YouTube channel, we were alerted today to an earlier build of Bionicle Heroes than we'd seen before. And it's part of a PS2 demo disc, so it is just the demo, but it's an earlier version than the PC demo, and you'll see and hear some changes as we go along here. It's an interesting one. And of course, with me here I have Swert.
Hello. Oh, our overlay is still on. Oh, well.
I mean, yeah, may as well.
Might as well. By the way, in case you're wondering, we're also setting up for later tonight.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, with our avatars.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, because I had Tino Nui as my avatar, that's right.
In case anybody's wondering what's going on.
So, first thing you'll probably notice, it uses the Voya Nui font for everything. I don't know why. Also, the sound effects in this scene, I can't tell if my perfectly real PS2 is beefing the sound, or if it's just different sound.
Oh man, all of this cutscene.
Yeah, and
it looks like it looks like a stand video with this filter.
Right away, you'll notice the HUD is different for collecting stuff. Huki holds his weapon like way up in the air.
What is this?
And there's no battle music. Also, I'll show this off here, there are no animations for building yet. And yeah, the visual effects are a little beefed, but I can't tell if that's just the way this demo was, or my perfectly real PS2. And I'm already dead, which is going to be a common theme for this version of the game. It is a lot harder. By quite a wide margin. Enemies are bullet sponges, and they do damage that much easier.
I was gonna say, so this sounds like the actual Dark Souls Bionicle.
It's not that hard, but it's not easy either. It's
Gotcha.
It's definitely more difficult than the final game, which is to say the final game was not difficult at all. Walk says, I assume music's usually added in the final stages, so that makes sense. Yeah, there's also an early version of the hero mode theme, which you'll hear once I get there, that actually has an ending to it, because as with the PC demo, the hero mode was originally supposed to run on a timer. And as such, the music was actually composed to run out.
Because of course.
Also, there's no cutscene here. There's usually a cutscene there in the final build, and even in the PC demo. So it is very clearly a very early version of the game, but not as early as the first-person shooter version.
You have enough technics.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah, look at how fast this timer will run down. Like, it stops for a second there, but that is blazing. And that's as long as you get with hero mode in this version. Once that runs out, you're done. Alright, build the boat. A man has fallen into the river and okay, no. No. Let me go. Let me get on the boat. Oh yeah, the boat doesn't... In the final game, the boat has like a transitional thing, like it's loading a new area. It doesn't do that here. And I can understand why it does that in the final build, because this looks about as stable as the lift in Masks of Power. Also, there's no music or any sound here. There's supposed to be another cutscene here. There is none. Oh, I'm about to die. I am absolutely about to die. Again.
You know,
there we go.
I would help you, but that boat also felt a lot faster than the previous.
Yeah, it's a lot faster than the final version of the game, too, because they give you more time to actually deal with the enemies that are on the shore and make them some kind of a threat. You get neither of those here.
If I recall in the game, do you not get Matoro early enough, or is he literally that far back?
You can get him earlier in the level. I'm just skipping along here because there's nothing different about Matoro that I can find. Oh, I'm about to die again. I'm going to switch to Huki because I don't need Huki right now.
That's right. They die, and you have to recollect their mask at some point if you die. That's such a weird leveling system.
Get out of here. Ah, poopy. Look, I'm still trying, okay?
You are trying. And you are very trying. I mean...
Also, yeah, it takes a lot longer to get Lego pieces, so you're just kind of stuck in this, this loop of killing things and trying not to get killed yourself.
That happens. Can I also point out the fact that they gave each of the Toa different, like, elemental blasts, but, like, you could definitely say, oh, first of all, you need to unlock your blue Toa.
Yeah. Also, there are a lot more, like, when Kongu's weapon feels a lot more like a shotgun in this version.
Exactly.
Because it's got the... Like, it was always like that, but the final version and the next demo don't have the screen shake effects that this version has. It packs a lot more of a punch in this version. Also, here's another slight change that I was going to mention. Hali's weapon uses an actual 3D textured cylinder instead of animated textures, like it does in the final.
I don't know how to feel about that.
It's such a strange change. Like, was it really that bad for performance?
I don't have an answer. That's so weird. It reminds me of a proton pack, really. Like, from the Ghostbusters...
yeah, it has that oscillation to it.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, the more 3D one that they recently did.
Yeah. So how are you today? Not really much to talk about here, just mowing through enemies. Like, there are some differences here and there, but, you know, it's nothing major on a lot of fronts.
Right. So let's take the second. I think are we at the halfway mark of the stream, or are we past that?
We'll be at the halfway mark in a little bit, yeah.
So let's take some time while you're shooting everything that moves, breathes, or doesn't breathe, and reflect. I mean, what have we done today so far? We have had
technical problems.
Lots of those, yes. I was just recapping for the stream if anybody missed out. We had Ryder Wyndham on the Gather Friends podcast, which will be reposted at some point in its entirety with less technical difficulty at some point.
Yeah, I'll probably try and get that up within the next day or two.
Yeah. I could probably read some questions on chat. I mean, anybody have any questions for us directly? We've only got about another 6 minutes before we're going to BRB and then do a BS01 trivia challenge. We have a couple of participants that are willing to get in. They're going to be doing a quick trivia challenge, about 10 or so questions with some bonuses. That'll be fun.
There we go. I lost my way there for a second. But yeah, any questions, by all means.
I will mention Red Star Games will be hosting a one-shot RPG based on, I can never pronounce the name of their
Doranai Nui.
Doranai Nui. That is going to be, we're also going to be hosting a raffle during the live stream. I don't know how they're going to do that just yet. So you might want to stick around for that. Keep an eye on it, because I think that raffle is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully the campaign will go well. It's had a couple issues today, but as with everything else, you know.
Right. So, question was asked me, who is my favorite Toa? Officially, I think I prefer Pacific. I hate Phazon, the Toa of Anarchy. I hated that when it came out. I hated it when it was said, because my Toa character for BSL1 was Toa V, the Toa of Anarchy, And I immediately called Greg out for that in public, but not directly to him.
Yeah.
We're not going there today. Another question is, always wanted to know how I got into this community. So, by the way, Kurok is fighting you now.
Yeah.
So in 2002, I actually got my first of the comics, which was comic 4. I don't know how come I missed number 1 through 3. I don't remember. I honestly do not remember why I never saw them, or if I threw them away, not knowing what this was. I just started reading the comics, and I said, oh, these are pretty cool. And then I started looking at it, and I started getting online, looking at Manually Online game, as you do. Started playing that. And eventually I got into the actual community by searching one day on, I think it was MSN Search, which is what I was using back then.
Wow.
Google hadn't quite made it that big for me yet. It still didn't, actually, to be honest, I use Bing. I have my reasons.
How dare you?
I'm not going there. So, the next thing is, I eventually found BC Power, which was the first community I joined. And I basically kind of weaseled my way into every single facet of this community over the last 10, 20 years, feels like.
Same.
I eventually found my niche with storyline stuff, and that kind of became my bread and butter. And then got hired to be a moderator on a Biosector, Biosec 01, which I now own because everybody else left. And I kind of just took over.
It do be like that sometimes.
And I've been there for pretty much the entire time. What about you, Liam, while you're dying? Last 2 minutes.
What about me?
How did you get into the community?
I joined BZ Power in 2004.
This is fair.
That was it. That was pretty much it.
Yeah. You're welcome, Skoda.
Yeah, we're running the clock a little bit, but I'll just switch right to the thing when we're ready.
Yeah.
It's just the end of the boss here.
Oh yeah, no, BSL1 absolutely existed before me, but the current iteration of BZ Power or BSL1 would never have existed without, and a few other people that basically did stuff. First that I ever owned, Tahu and Liwanua, got them at the same time.
There we go. And now you go. Yeah, this fight operates a little bit differently than the final version. Basically, you kill all his goons until he drops the ceiling down, and you don't cross the bridge at all. You shoot him once, and then he's dead. That's it. That's all she wrote. And also, the Krata does not have a back on its model. It literally just has an open cylinder. It's a weird one. But yeah, this was just found today, which was fairly interesting. And let's see, thanks again to Brendan Smith on the BioMedia Project YouTube for pointing this out to us. Because we are now going to archive this along with the actual game and the PC demo, and all will be well. Anyways,
wonderful.
We will be right back in just a few moments with BSO1 Trivia. We'll see you soon.